Anthropic, the parent company of popular Gen AI application Claude, just agreed to pay $1.5 billion and destroy their AI training data sets. This isn't just a settlement, it's the moment that could completely reshape how AI companies operate forever. And what I'm going to tell you next will shock you about where this data actually came from. Hey AI enthusiast, welcome back to AIXplain. I am Ashok Kumar Singh, bringing you the most critical AI developments that actually matter. Today we are diving into the Anthropic settlement that's sending shockwaves through Silicon Valley and could fundamentally change how every AI company builds their model. This is far bigger than you think. In this video, I will break down first exactly what Anthropic did and why they are paying $3,000 per book. Then I will expose the shadow libraries that are fueling AI developments. And finally, why this could create two-tier AI world that benefits some countries over others. Last point is going to completely change your perspective on AI's future. So let's start with the facts. Anthropic, the company behind popular Gen AI application Claude AI, just agreed to the largest copyright settlement in the history. We are talking about $1.5 billion minimum. That's $3,000 for each of roughly 500,000 copyrighted books they use without permission, right? Without permission. What makes this unprecedented? They are not just paying money. Anthropic has agreed to completely destroy the datasets containing these copyrighted works. Think about that. An AI company is literally deleting the data that helped train their own models. Now you might be wondering, didn't a judge rule that AI training was fair use? Here the twist. Judge said using legally purchased books for AI training was fair use, but using pirated books, that's inherently irredeemably infringing. And that's where this gets really interesting. This brings us to the something most people will have never heard of: shadow libraries. These are massive online repositories like libraries Genesis, Z Library, and Sci-Hub that provide free access to millions of copyrighted books and academic papers. Originally created to help cash-strapped academic access research papers cost up to $500 each. These sites became gold mines for AI companies. Why? Because you can download entire libraries in bulk via torrent sites. In fact, OpenAI has admitted that 15% of GPT-3 training data came from internet-based books corpora, and experts believe much of this likely came from shadow libraries. Anthropic allegedly downloaded over 7 million digital copies from sites like LibGen and Pilami. The scale is staggering. Anna's Archive, one of the largest shadow libraries, offers companies access to almost 1000 terabytes of duplicated data for tens of thousands of dollars. That's essentially the world's knowledge base for the price of a luxury car. But here's the problem. This is basically a large-scale piracy dressed up as innovation. Now, here where this gets geopolitically fascinating. This settlement only affects companies operating in the US market. But what about AI development in China, Russia, or other countries with weaker copyright enforcements? It gives birth to a troubling possibility. As Western AI companies face mounting legal costs and data restrictions, innovation could shift towards countries with more lenient copyright laws. We could end up with bifurcated AI ecosystems. Responsible AI development competing against more aggressive approaches that don't pay creators. Chinese companies like Baidu and ByteDance, along with the developers in countries like Brazil or Russia, might gain a competitive advantage simply by being willing to use pirated content. This creates what economists call regulatory arbitrage. Companies relocating to the jurisdiction with favorable laws. As a result, companies that protect creators' rights might fall behind in the AI development, while countries that ignore copyright could dominate. That's the future none of us should want. So what are the potential solutions? So I can come up with three solutions. First, compulsory licensing scheme. Like music royalties, But for AI training, this would give creator predictable compensation while allowing legal access of training data. Second, enhanced fair use framework specifically for AI, providing clearer guidelines on what is permissible. Third, the most importantly, international harmonization, consistent copyright standard globally, so respecting creator doesn't become a competitive disadvantage. But here, that reality check. Detecting copyright infringement in AI training is technically challenging. Unlike traditional piracy, AI creates derivative work that don't obviously reference source material. And AI might learn from Harry Potter but generate original fantasy stories. So, this $1.5 billion settlement isn't just about money, it's about the future of creative work itself. If AI can freely appropriate human creativity without compensation, the risk we risk a world where the incentive to create original content disappears. This settlement is just the beginning. We are about to see how entire AI industry adapts to a world where data has real cost and copyright actually matters. What's your take? Should AI company pay for training data or does this stifle innovation? And do you think we will see AI development shift to the countries with weaker copyright laws? Let me know in the comments. If you find this analysis valuable, hit the like button and subscribe for the more AI insight that actually impact the future. Until then, keep questioning the future. Thank you.